Now, we are still a week from election day and controversies and mishaps are already making headlines. Several cases of ballot box burning have emerged in Oregon and Washington, and hundreds of drop boxes have reportedly been destroyed. Just on Monday, authorities launched a probe into the incidents which appear to be cases of arson. At a news conference, police officials investigating the incident have said that an incendiary device had been placed in a ballot box in Portland, Oregon, causing a fire early on Monday. Portland police released images of a suspected car that is reportedly involved in the ballot box fire.
At approximately 3 a.m., officers responded to reports of a fire at a ballot box right outside the building that we're in right now. By the time officers arrived, I can tell you that security personnel in the area had already extinguished the fire. Our officers quickly determined that there was an incendiary device that had been attached to the ballot box, and that is what ignited this fire. Our explosive disposal unit came out to the scene to clear the device, and it has since been taken into our custody.
These incidents are similar in nature. No one was injured in any of these incidents. We're working with our partners across the river here in Portland and sharing information with our federal law enforcement partners in hopes of bringing this to a successful conclusion.
Following the incident, local officials are encouraging people to still go out to vote and not let incidents like these interfere with their fundamental rights. Our correspondent Susan Tehrani is now joining us live from New York. Susan, good to see you. What are you making of this news that's coming just a week ahead of elections?
Yeah, it's very concerning considering the fact that there was so many mistrusts in 2020 about absentee ballots, about mail-in ballots, about these drop boxes across the country. And now you have something like this happening a week before the election. As you heard, the FBI is now involved and local officials are doing everything they can to not discourage people to go out and vote, including changing the number of times that they'll be collecting these ballots. There are a number of states that only send mail-in ballots and people need to just vote in that way. They don't go to the polls. And some of these ballot boxes are either in public places, but some of them are in places like the ones that got on fire that are not very, crowded around them. Nonetheless, it appears the one in Oregon only had 3 ballots in them, and local authorities are going to call those 3 individuals. But the ones in Washington, in Vancouver, Washington, there were hundreds of ballots in there.
Susan, one might think of it, now that these ballots are destroyed, how does one rectify this and make sure that they are represented in the final vote?
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know what's going to happen with the ones in Washington, but the 3 in Oregon, they were still readable. And it appears that authorities in that state and in Portland in particular are going to be contacting those 3 individuals to come out and vote again. But a similar incident happened in 2020 where vehicles started crashing into these ballot boxes. Those ballots were readable. What's going to happen to the ones in Washington is yet to be seen.
All right, Susan, thank you so much for all those updates from New York. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.